What if something as small as a rash could be the first sign of breast cancer and you missed it? That's exactly how my aunt's cancer began. It wasn't a lump. It wasn't painful. It was just a reddish patch on the side of her breast. She thought it was a skin reaction, but it wasn't. By the time we realized what was really going on, the cancer had already started to spread. Breast cancer doesn't always begin with the classic signs. For many women over 60, it can start with small, subtle changes, ones that are easy to overlook but deadly if ignored. In today's video from Golden Aging Health, I'm going to walk you through 3 early warning signs of breast cancer that are often missed, especially in older women. Some of these may surprise you, but knowing them could make all the difference between early treatment and a late-stage diagnosis. If you're over 60 or love someone who has paid close attention, this could be the most important health message you hear this year. Before we begin, make sure to like and subscribe to Golden Aging Health. I bring weekly insights for seniors covering early cancer signs, prevention tips, and natural strategies for staying independent and healthy longer. Let's begin with the first warning sign, the one my aunt noticed, but sadly didn't act on in time. Sign number 1. A rash or red patch on the breast, not just a skin issue. What if the rash on your breast wasn't just an allergy or irritation, but the very first warning of cancer growing beneath the skin? Many people think of breast cancer as a lump, but not all cancers begin that way. Inflammatory breast cancer, one of the more aggressive types, often starts with skin changes like redness, rash, or swelling that resemble common skin conditions. According to the National Cancer Institute, early signs of inflammatory breast cancer include redness, swelling, and warmth in the breast. These symptoms occur because cancer cells block the lymph vessels in the skin, creating inflammation-like symptoms without the presence of a lump. A few years ago, my aunt noticed a small pink patch on the side of her breast. It wasn't painful, it wasn't raised. It just looked like a mild irritation, like maybe her bra had rubbed the wrong way. She put some lotion on it and moved on, but the patch didn't go away. Over time, it spread slightly and started to feel warm to the touch. Still, she didn't think it was serious. By the time she got it checked, the diagnosis shocked our entire family. Inflammatory breast cancer, already in stage 2. Here's what makes this sign so easy to ignore. It looks like something harmless. It could be mistaken for an allergy, a heat rash, or even eczema. But if it doesn't improve within a week or 2 or seems to slowly expand, it's critical to speak with your doctor. A mammogram or skin biopsy can help identify what's really happening beneath the surface. If your skin changes include a persistent rash, red patch, or unusual warmth on the breast, don't delay. Track the area. Take a photo every few days and push for answers. Early detection can make all the difference. Noticed an unusual rash, dimple, or skin change on your breast? Type "skin" in the comments and share your experience. Your story might help someone else catch a hidden warning sign before it's too late. Now, moving on to sign number 2, it's subtler than you think, but missing it could delay a life-saving diagnosis. Sign number 2, unusual dimpling or texture changes in breast skin. Have you ever looked in the mirror and noticed your breast skin just didn't look the same? Maybe it seemed a little puckered, uneven, or had a rough texture, almost like the surface of an orange. It's easy to brush that off as aging skin or something caused by your bra. But sometimes, that small change could be a quiet, early warning sign of something more serious: inflammatory breast cancer. According to the National Cancer Institute, inflammatory breast cancer is quite rare. It only makes up about 1 to 5% of all breast cancer cases. But even though it's not common, it's known to be one of the fastest growing and most aggressive types. What makes it tricky is that, unlike most breast cancers, it usually doesn't form a lump. So when we do a self-exam, we might not feel anything unusual. Instead, It often starts with changes on the surface of the skin: redness, swelling, a feeling of warmth, or tightness in one breast. Some women say it feels heavier, or just looks a little off. It might seem like a rash or irritation from a bra, but the key difference is, these symptoms don't go away with creams or time. Let me share the story of Clara, a 68-year-old woman who thought she was just seeing another sign of getting older. After taking her morning shower, she noticed a small dimple under her left breast. It didn't hurt, it didn't itch, it just looked different. Clara figured it was from the underwire in her bra. But over the next few days, the area looked more puckered, and the skin started to feel warmer than usual. That was her signal to see a doctor. After a checkup, imaging, and a biopsy, Clara got the diagnosis: inflammatory breast cancer, caught early, thankfully. Because she paid attention and acted quickly, her doctors were able to begin treatment before the disease had spread further. If you notice a new dimple, a rough patch of skin, or any sudden change in texture, especially if it spreads or feels warmer than the surrounding eridont, ignore it. Take a quick photo to track it, and make an appointment with your doctor. These changes may seem small, but they can be powerful clues that help catch something early. If this video gave you something useful, please give it a like, and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a health tip that could protect you or someone you love. And feel free to share it, because sometimes a simple video can help save a life. Finally, let's look at the last hidden disruptor, something small, easy to overlook, but powerful enough to signal that something may be wrong beneath the surface. Sign number 3, nipple discharge, especially if it's bloody or happens without touch. Would you be concerned if one morning you noticed a small damp spot on your bra or nightgown right around your nipple but didn't remember spilling anything or sweating during the night? For many women over 60, the first instinct is to brush it off. Maybe it's just aging, maybe hormones, maybe nothing. But here's the truth. Spontaneous nipple discharge, especially if it's bloody, clear, or watery, can be an early and serious sign of breast cancer, particularly a form that begins in the milk ducts, called ductal carcinoma. What makes this symptom especially dangerous is how subtle it is. There may be no lump, no pain, no noticeable change in breast size, just a faint stain on clothing, often ignored for weeks or even months. And by the time it's investigated, the cancer may already be progressing. A 2019 study in the Journal of Breast Disease reported that approximately 15% of postmenopausal women who experienced spontaneous, single-sided discharge were later diagnosed with malignancies. That includes cases where physical exams and even mammograms had initially missed the signs. I once met Tessa, a 68-year-old woman, at a public health conference. She shared her experience privately, hoping other women could learn from it. One morning, Teresa noticed a pale yellow fluid on the inside of her bra. She didn't think much of it. But when it happened again the next week and she realized it was only coming from her right nipple, she finally made an appointment with her doctor. The fluid had no odor, no blood, and there was no pain. Even the doctor didn't think it looked serious at first. But Teresa insisted on further testing. A targeted ultrasound and follow-up MRI revealed a small lesion in the duct tissue, which was confirmed as an early-stage ductal carcinoma in situ, DCIS. Because she trusted her instinct and didn't let embarrassment or doubt stop her, she received treatment before the cancer spread beyond the ducts. Today, she's cancer-free and often tells others, "It was just a few drops, but it saved my life." If you notice any kind of nipple discharge, especially if it's spontaneous, happens without touch, and comes from just one breast, take it seriously. Keep track of the frequency, the color, and whether it's associated with any other symptoms like itching, changes in nipple shape, or a rash. Most discharge cases in older women are benign, but when they're not, early detection is the only chance to stop cancer before it spreads. And if you've ever gone through something similar, feel free to share your experience in the comments. You never know, your story might give someone else the courage to speak up and get checked. Take a moment to review these 3 early signs of breast cancer that older adults often overlook, especially when no lump is found. A rash on the breast that doesn't go away, unusual dimpling or changes in breast texture, and nipple discharge, especially if the discharge is bloody or spontaneous. On their own, these symptoms might seem harmless. Maybe they look like a rash, feel like minor irritation, or appear like nothing at all. But don't let their subtlety fool you. Breast cancer in older adults doesn't always follow the rules we expect. There may be no lump, no pain, no dramatic change. But the skin, the nipple, and even tiny leaks of fluid can speak volumes if we know how to listen. And I wish more than anything that my aunt had listened sooner. If she had questioned that reddish patch when it first appeared, if she had asked for a second opinion instead of brushing it off as a skin reaction, the outcome might have been different. The cancer might have been caught at stage 0 or 1, not stage 2. The treatment could have been simpler, and thanks to timely treatment, she made a full recovery. But we didn't know, and that's why I'm sharing this with you. Because early detection doesn't just mean better odds, it can mean less invasive treatment, fewer complications, and most importantly, more years with the people you love. According to the American Cancer Society, breast cancer caught at an early stage has a 5-year survival rate of over 90%. That's why it's so important to pay attention to small, quiet signs that often go unnoticed. If you or someone you love is over 60, and you've seen even one of these signs, don't wait. Bring it up at your next doctor's visit. Take a photo if you're unsure. Better to check and find nothing than to ignore and discover it too late. And if this video helps you see your body or your health in a new light, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel, Golden Aging Health. My mission is simple: to give you the knowledge you need to protect your body, your independence, and your peace of mind as you age. For more videos that could truly make a difference in early cancer detection, check out my playlist, Cancer in Aging Bodies. You might just find the message that helps someone you care about. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.